Welcome, 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 and thank you so much for being here. This class is Iron Yoga, and we are still finishing up our 4-week focus of core and glutes. So I will actually be using a set of heavier weights tonight. I'm using my 8-pound weights. You are welcome to use lower weights, using that as a reference, or higher weights, or using no weights at all is always an option as well. We are going to start tonight in child's pose. So come to the back of your mat, bring your big toes to touch, and separate your knees as wide as what's comfortable for you. Guide your fingertips toward the top of your mat and let your forehead rest. Roll your shoulders down your back. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Take another longer inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it all go. And take your biggest breath yet. Invite in as much air as you possibly can into your lungs. Pause when you reach the top and forcibly exhale everything out of your lungs. I invite you to take this opportunity to set your intention for tonight's class. What is it that you need today? Gently rock your forehead from ear to ear. And on your next inhale, slowly push yourself up to a tabletop. Ground down through your knees and press all 10 fingers into the mat. Stacking your shoulders over wrists. Inhale, cow pose. Look up, roll your shoulders down your back, let your tailbone lift. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Tuck your chin, invite space between the vertebrae. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. And gently walk your fingertips behind you. Nice big arm circle. Guiding your fingers down, directly forward, all the way back up. And slowly lower your right hand down. Inhale, peel your left arm to the sky, opening up through the shoulder. Guide your fingers behind you, sweeping them down and forward, and all the way back up. And slowly bring your left hand down. Rooting down through all 10 fingertips, put your weight into your left knee. Inhale, extend your right knee high. Knees at a 45-degree angle. Foot is flexed, sole of the foot facing to the sky. Activate through your right glute. Inhale, maybe lift the heel a little higher. Exhale, round the spine, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, reach your knee back up again as high as you can, activating through that right glute. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, kick it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it up. Option to invite your left arm to lift. So right foot and left arm reaching up. Exhale, draw them both into the midline, knee to nose. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, last one, reaching and kicking. Exhale, knee to nose. And slowly come everything back down to the mat. Beautiful. Take a moment to roll out your wrists, both directions, and then return to your tabletop. Placing your weight into your right knee, inhale and lift your left knee high. So really focusing on that left glute, foot is flexed. lifting through the heel. Inhale, maybe lift a little bit higher. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, lift and extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick. Exhale, round. Inhale, kick. Option to invite your right arm up, reaching and extending as you kick up behind you. Exhale, knee to nose, bring the elbow in. Inhale, reach and kick. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach and kick. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach and bring everything down. All hands and knees. Beautiful. Take an opportunity to stretch out your wrists once again. So take your left palm, face it up, fingers pointing back toward you. Slowly rock side to side and forward and back. Beautiful. Return your left hand back to the mat and flip your right palm up facing towards you. Fingers point back towards the body, gently rocking forward and back and side to side. Beautiful. Bring your hands back to the mat. Step your feet back to a high plank. Inhale. Puff up the space between your shoulder blades. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips and begin to pedal out the feet. Press one heel down at a time and alternating. Feeling a nice stretch through the back of the calves, maybe the back of the knees. Beautiful. After a few pedals on each side, settle into your downward facing dog, lifting your hips as high as they'll go and softening your heels towards the mat. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk your feet. Take as many steps as you need. Bring your feet behind your wrists. Ragdoll pose. Let the head and neck lengthen and relax. Inhale, rise all the way to standing. Arms come with us. Exhale, gentle back bend. Lift the chest, cactus the arms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long, strong spine. Exhale, plant your hands down and come back to a high plank. Root down through your left hand. Inhale, side plank to the right. Reach your right arm to the sky. Option to lower the left knee down or keep both knees lifted. Feet can be staggered or stacked. Squeeze the low belly in and up. Exhale, high plank. Bring both hands down to the mat. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower all the way down in one straight piece till your belly comes on the mat. Inhale, baby cobra. Roll your shoulders down your back. Exhale, lower the chin down. Inhale, push yourself up to a high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, walk your feet all the way forward. Forward fold. Beautiful. Grab your weights. Inhale, chair pose. Keep a bend in your knees. Roll your shoulders down your back. And at first, keep your weights to your side. Find stability in the base, squeezing the outer hips in toward the midline. And when you're ready, bring your weights to your chest. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, gentle twist toward the right. Option to keep your weights at your chest, pointing out through the elbows, or briefly bring them out to a T. Inhale. Exhale, bring your weights back to your chest and back to center. Exhale. Inhale, push your weights all the way to the sky, extended mountain. Exhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips low, bring the weights back to your chest. Try to lengthen through the low spine, tucking your pelvis inward. Inhale, exhale, vertical twist to the left. So you'll notice that with the weights, you're not going to twist quite as far, and that's totally okay. Option to keep the weights at your chest or briefly extend them. Always the option to bend the elbows. Beautiful. Slowly draw them back in and come back to center. Inhale, push yourself to standing. Weights reach up all the way above the shoulders. Exhale, lower the weights down to your chest, and with your knees bent, gently fold and lower the weights all the way back down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long, strong spine. Exhale, lower your hands down and step back to a high plank. Beautiful. Root down through your right hand. Inhale, side plank to the left. Left arm reaches to the sky. Few options here again. You can lower the right knee down or keep your knee lifted and stagger the feet for help and balance, or stack the feet. Try to stack your shoulders left over right and your hips left over right. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, baby cobra, or start to extend the arms halfway for a high cobra. Roll the shoulders down your back. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, push yourself up to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward and have a seat. We're going to do a little bit of core work with our weights today. Now, since we're using the heavier weights, you can choose to use one weight or use both. I'm actually going to stick with the one weight this round, and we're going to be practicing some Russian twists. So bring the soles of your feet flat on the mat. Knees are pointed up. Weight is in your hands. Resting your weight for just a moment, roll your shoulders down your back and bring your spine to about a 45-degree angle. As long as you can keep nice tightness in the core and still maintain lift in the chest. So if that means you have to come up a little bit higher, that is totally okay. Bring your weight to your hands and slowly lower your weight down to your right side. Inhale as you come to center. Exhale, lower down. Center, right. Center, left. Now, when you're moving right and left, try to focus on squeezing your abs in tight and maintaining that your hips and your knees stay pointed in the same direction. So try not to let your knees sway from side to side as you're moving your weight. Beautiful. Let's do a few more. Center, left, center. Last one each side. Make sure you're balanced out. And center, left. Beautiful. Release your weights down to your side and lower all the way down to your back. So once again, you can choose to use one weight for this, or we can use both weights. For this one, I'm going to use both weights, and I'm going to place both of my weights on my hips. Create a bridge base with your feet. So feet are hips width distance apart, toes pointed directly forward, knees are stacked directly vertically. Beautiful. Kind of walk your shoulders down your back a little bit. Inhale and exhale, push your hips as high as you can with your weights held snugly right on the hip. So nice strong grip. Inhale. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, lift, engage through the glutes. Lift your hips as high as you can, keeping your legs like railroad tracks, and lower halfway down. Lift and lower, and lift and lower, and lift. Really engaging through the glutes as you lift the hips as high as you can. Let's do a few more. Lift and lower, and lift and lower. Last two, lift and lower. Last one, lift and lower. Beautiful. Bring your weights down to your side. Bring your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a little hug and gently rock forward and back until you come up to a seat. Great job. Round two. So coming back to our boat pose to get started, bring your feet pointed forward, bring your hands at the back of your knees, extend your back, roll the shoulders down your back, creating that 45-degree angle with the spine. So once again, grab one weight or two if you want to go a little harder this time. I also have another option for you if you want to make it a little bit more challenging. Try to lift your heels off the mat. So you can keep your toes down for a little stability, but to lift your heels up will add just an extra layer of difficulty. Try to keep the chest lifted. Weight starts in front of your chest. Inhale. Exhale as you lower down to the right. And center. Left. Center. Right. Center. So really squeezing the core and trying to keep the spine long and reaching your chest to the sky. And if you want to make it more challenging, lower the shoulders down just a bit. But don't sacrifice the form. So if your spine is starting to round, you might be going a little too low. Beautiful. Let's do three more. To the right, left, last two, and last round here. To the right and to the left. Make sure you balance out on both sides. Beautiful. Place your weights down to your sides. Sit all the way up. Roll your shoulders down your back. Inhale. And exhale. Lower all the way down to your back. Beautiful. So round two of glute bridges with our weights. Once again, option to grab both weights or just one, placing them on your hips, or if there's just one, you can hold it centered above your pelvis. Walk your heels a little bit closer in towards your glutes. Knees or hips width distance apart. Beautiful. Inhale to prepare, and exhale as you lift your glutes to the sky. Now, this time when we do this exercise, you can do the same thing we did in round one, or we can add a little bit of a challenge by lifting 1 foot at a time. So start with your hips all the way lifted, engaging through the glutes. Lower halfway down. Option as you lift to lift your right knee up and your right heel off the mat. Lower everything down. Lift your hips. Option to lift the left foot off the mat. Come back down to center, lower and lift. Right foot marches. Lower and lift. Left foot. Beautiful. Lower, lift. So adding a little bit of a balance and coordination challenge to our glute work as well. Trying to really keep the hips lifted and level if you choose to lift alternating feet. Beautiful. It's okay if you fall. Just try to get right back into it. All right, let's do one more each side or two more lifts. one to the right. Make sure you're balanced on both sides. And one to the left. Beautiful. Lower your hips down, lower your weights down. Inhale, point your toes and reach your arms up over your head for a wall-to-wall stretch. Beautiful. Stretch out through the abs, relax through the glutes. Inhale. Exhale, bring your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And begin to rock and roll until you come up to a seat. Cross your legs, plant your hands, and come into a high plank. We are not quite done just yet. Beautiful. Coming into a high plank, squeezing those low abs in and up. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Stretch out through the glutes, through the hips, through the backs of the legs. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, or as close as you can get. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Place your right foot in between your hands, find your runner's lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Spin the back heel down, come all the way up to standing. Open up through the arms and sink deep into that warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale, reverse warrior. Right arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, windmill your hands all the way down and step back to a high plank. Inhale, side plank to the right. So place your weight in your left hand. Roll over to the knife side of your left foot. Option to stack or stagger your feet. Option to lower the bottom knee. Option to lift your right leg off of the left leg. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come back to a high plank. Beautiful. Exhale, lower everything down to your belly. Inhale, cobra of choice. Choose how much you want to straighten your arms. Roll your shoulders down your back. Exhale, lower everything down. Tuck your toes. Inhale, push yourself up to a high plank and all the way back to downward facing dog. Great job. Feet are together at the back of your mat. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring your knee as far forward as you can. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow, or as close as you can get. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow, or as close as you can. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Guide your left foot in between your hands. Find your stable base. Inhale, warrior two. Reach all the way up. Arms come to a T. Sink deep into that front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your left arm to the sky. Right arm reaches down the back thigh. Exhale, windmill your hands all the way down to the mat and step it back to a high plank. Inhale, side plank to the left. You know your options. 1, lower the left knee down. 2, stack or stagger your feet. 3, maybe even lift the left leg high. Kick your heel away from you. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Come back to high plank. Slowly lower everything in one control motion. all the way down to the mat. Inhale, cobra of choice. Roll your shoulders down your back. Exhale, slowly lower everything down. Inhale, push yourself up to a tabletop. Bring your toes together, separate the knees, and push yourself back to a child's pose. Relax your forehead down. If the heart rate has lifted, that's great. Take a moment to let it begin to soften. Beautiful. Walk your hands to the left side of your mat, bringing your forehead with you. Inhale, reach your hips down towards your right heel. Side body stretch. Our obliques are part of our core too. Inhale, come back to center and walk your hands all the way over to the right side of your mat. Exhale, pull your left hip down towards your left heel, stretching out through the left side body. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, hold. Inhale, push yourself up to a tabletop. Walk your knees forward and come around back down to your seat. Move your weights out of your way and lower all the way down to your back. Bring your legs up into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Inhale. Exhale, release both feet down to the mat. Coming back to our bridge base. But this time, bring your right ankle to your left knee. Inhale, lift the left foot off the mat, coming to a reclined figure four. Option to grab your hands toward the back of your left thigh and maybe gently start to pull your left knee a little bit closer to the body. Notice how you feel this stretch along the back of your right glute and your right thigh. Holding this to the level that feels, it shouldn't hurt, right? You should feel a nice stretch through the thigh and the glute, but this should not cause you any pain through the leg or the hip. So finding that level of tension that stretches in a comfortable discomfort. Beautiful. Release and bring your left heel down to the mat. Keep your ankle-knee connection and slowly lower your left knee and right foot toward the left outside of your mat. Bring your arms out to a T and turn your gaze toward your right palm. Notice how this stretch feels through the right hip, maybe through the right obliques. Inhale, slowly come back to center and bring both feet flat on the mat. Take your left foot, place it on your left ankle and place it on your right knee. Inhale, reach your right foot up toward the sky. Option to grab toward the back of your right thigh. And once again, finding that level of stretch that feels effective but comfortable. So we're feeling this stretch along the backside of our left thigh and through our left glute. Keeping your weight centered above you on the mat. Trying not to fall toward one side or the other. Beautiful. When you're ready, release the grip and allow your right foot to come down to the mat. Keep that ankle to knee connection and slowly lower your right knee and left foot toward the right side of your mat. Arms come out to a T and turn your gaze toward your left shoulder. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Release both feet down to the mat and just gently windshield wiper your knees to either side, only going as far as it feels comfortable. Beautiful. Bring both knees up into your chest for one more hug. Give yourself a super tight squeeze. Inhale. And exhale, release for Shavasana. Extend your arms and legs out long and wide. Allow your toes to flop open. Roll the shoulders down your back. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Let the chest lift and expand. And exhale, open mouth, sigh it out. Allow your tongue to fall from the roof of your mouth. And allow your face to release all the muscles. Unfurl the eyebrows. Soften through the jaw. And continuing to move down through the body. Relax through the neck. Soften through the shoulders. Let go of the biceps. Relax through the elbows, the forearms, your palms and your fingertips. Allow your spine to soften and feel completely supported by the whole earth beneath you. Relax through the belly, allowing it to rise and fall with each effortless breath. Relax through the glutes, soften the thighs, relax through your knees, your calves, soften through the balls of your feet and all of your toes. When you're ready, gently bring awareness back to your body and your breath. Take a slightly deeper inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. On your next inhale, walk your hands over your head. Point your toes for a wall-to-wall stretch. Get long, get lean. And exhale, bring your knees up into your chest for one last hug. Gently rock from side to side and fall over on your favorite side. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly push yourself up to a seat and cross your legs. Root down through your sit bones and bring your palms together, pressing your thumbs into your chest. Reach the crown of your head to the sky. Sit tall. Sit proud. Take a deep inhale through the nose. May we look inward for validation and acceptance. Inhale, draw your thumbs to your lips. May we speak words of truth, kindness, and encouragement. Inhale, draw your thumbs to your third eye center, our space of introspection and reflection. May we be the change we wish to see in this world. Take a deep inhale to fill yourself with love and light, and exhale to share it with the world. Namaste.